The big dream is still alive for a former New Mexico governor who's one step closer to the White House. What we can expect next for Gary Johnson. Hello, everyone. The Republican Party took him as far as the governor's office here, but on the national stage, not so much. Tonight, former Governor Gary Johnson is pinning his hopes on what another party handed him today, a presidential nomination. News 13's Scott Daniels is live in the Newsplex with more on where he goes from here. Scott?
Tim, Johnson began as a Republican presidential hopeful last year, but then switched parties when it became clear he wasn't getting very far. A political analyst tells us we can now expect Johnson to be on the ballot in all 50 states this November.
So where do we go from here? This is about winning. This is about winning.
Gary Johnson at the Libertarian Party convention in Las Vegas, Nevada, where party delegates voted him as their top pick for the White House. A big step for the Johnson campaign, but according to political analyst Joe Monahan, it's a long road ahead.
People don't like to vote for a person who's not going to win.
Monahan says most third-party candidates like Johnson get 1% of the national vote come election time. And don't expect him to be part of those big political debates either. Appearances are driven by poll numbers, and his chief opponents, President Obama and likely Republican nominee Mitt Romney, are eating up all the attention. Monahan says the most press Johnson will get around the country is here at home.
Johnson could have an important role to play in determining who wins New Mexico.
Monahan says the two-term former governor still has a good number of fans here in New Mexico, so the so-called Johnson effect could do some damage.
This is not something that the Romney campaign in New Mexico is happy to see today, but those who are popping the champagne corks are over at Obama headquarters because this helps them if Johnson puts up a fight here.
Monahan says if New Mexico was to become a swing state, then Johnson could be in the national limelight again.
Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Johnson is known for his criticism on the war on drugs as well as being fiscally conservative. Today he chose former California Judge Jim Gray as his running mate. Tim, back to you.
Thank you, Scott. The Libertarian Party has about 250,000 registered voters nationwide.